Michael here with a massive week in LEGO news. 2025 reveals from LEGO Star Wars and Marvel. More sets coming from LEGO Fortnite and Transformers. The next LEGO Ideas and Bricklink Designer Program sets. And so many Formula 1 sets, we're hitting overload. And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web. So if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First at Amazon, the LEGO Marvel Hulkbuster vs. Thanos is 48% off. Baby Rocket's ship is 44% off, and Captain America's shield is 30% off. From LEGO Star Wars, the Clone Commander Cody helmet is 30% off, and Chewbacca is 28% off. From LEGO City, the Arctic Explorer is 49% off, the Blue Monster Truck is 41% off, and the Deep Sea Explorer Submarine is 36% off. From LEGO Creator, the 3-in-1 Beach Camper Van is 40% off. The LEGO Ideas Tales of the Space Age is 30% off. The Harry Potter Room of Requirement is 40% off. The Ninjago Kai's Mech Rider Evo is 43% off, and the LEGO Super Mario Dry Bowser's Castle is 30% off. From LEGO Dreams, the Stable of Dream Creatures is 45% off. Plus, from LEGO Disney, the Madrigal House is 40% off, and Asha's Cottage is 60% off. Over at Target, they've got up to 30% off LEGO sets, including 30% off the Corvette and 20% off the Chevy Camaro. Not to mention, today starts LEGO Insiders Weekend with 2x points on everything. And you get the Retro Record Player with purchases over 250, the Winter Holiday Train with purchases over 170, and the Holiday Crafting Set with purchases over 65 of City Friends Duplo, Dreams, or Ninjago. Plus, a ton of sets are on sale. So not only can you save 20% off sets like the Nintendo Entertainment System, but this is also your last chance to pick up these sets before they retire. So if you want to pick up any of these deals and support the channel, there's links to everything in the description below. Next up, thanks to Smyths France, we got our first look at 2025 Star Wars and Marvel sets. First, we've got Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor with 290 pieces, allegedly retailing for $45. Price notwithstanding, the new Interceptor looks really great, especially that redesigned cockpit, and some great color blocking with the dark red and white. Plus, there's spring-loaded shooters and lightsaber storage. This set includes 3 minifigures. This young Ahsoka looks great with the print that continues on the mid-legs, plus a new Anakin with leg printing and R7A7. From the Starship collection, we've got the Home One Starcruiser with 559 pieces retailing for $70. The build for the ship came out quite nice, capturing the unique curved detail, taking advantage of a lot of the newer slope pieces. And here we can see the rear thrusters and a tiny Nebulon, and removing the side panel reveals a small interior. From 4+, we've got Mando and Grogu's N1 Starfighter with 92 pieces retailing for $30. While the build is simple, there's cockpits for both characters, plus it includes 3 minifigures and a great pram for Grogu. From Marvel, we've got the Iron Man mech vs. Ultron with 101 pieces retailing for $15. While this is our third Iron Man mech, I do like the color scheme and the print at the center. Plus, there's a detailed new helmet print for Iron Man and this epic new comic-style Ultron. And from 4+, we've got Spidey and Gobby's Raptor Battle at Treehouse HQ with 143 pieces retailing for $60. And no, your eyes don't deceive you, this is a Raptor version of Spider-Man as well as Green Goblin, which look amazing. There's also a Stegosaurus version of Miles, plus Ghost Spider and a new villain Trapster, on top of a dinosaur-themed HQ. And if you're wondering if LEGO made this up, they most certainly did not. Next in LEGO Fortnite news, according to a.clay.brick, there's 3 new sets coming in May. The largest set is a $100 Buildable Klombo, and I wonder if the set will look like the buildable in-game model that we see here, which means the set would of course scale nicely with minifigures, which makes me wonder if we could be getting some of the Lost Isles minifigures that we saw in the game. Next, we're going to be getting a Durr Burger restaurant for $60. There's quite a few depictions of the Durr Burger restaurant in the game, but I'm guessing it'll be more like the smallest one, and I definitely could see this coming with Beef Boss. And finally, after we got the Bright Bomber Brickheadz gift with purchase this year, they're going to be coming out with a regular retail 2-pack, featuring Brickheadz versions of Peely and Sparkplug, which I think would make some fun Brickheadz. Next in LEGO Transformers news, according to a.clay.brick, we're getting another set next year, which is going to be our first Decepticon in Soundwave. After the Optimus and Bumblebee sets, I have to imagine that this new Soundwave set will be in the G1 styling. While Optimus and Bumblebee transform into cars, I'm hoping we get the classic transformation of the tape cassette player. But in any case, I think this is going to be a fun one. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, this week we got the reveal of the first 2024 LEGO review. And out of the 48 projects, the one selected was Minerals Display. The designs for the minerals on display are very unique, and I think this would make a very fun display set. And this selection is notable as it's actually the second time this project hit 10,000. And while it's always disappointing to see some of the projects not be selected, it's especially disappointing when there's 48 in contention, including multiple others that had hit 10,000 before, as well as some from beloved franchises like DreamWorks Shrek. But I suppose all we can do now is wait for the next review. Next up, LEGO kicked off its multi-year partnership with Formula 1 in Las Vegas with this epic display on the Las Vegas Sphere, and announcing a range of F1 products across Speed Champions, LEGO Icons, Technic, Collectibles, LEGO City, and LEGO Duplo. From LEGO Speed Champions, in March they're going to be releasing 10 cars representing each of the current teams from Formula 1, which which will each retail for $27. While the build for each set may seem nearly identical, there are a lot of subtle differences that capture the unique shapings of the different vehicles we see on the track. And while not based specifically on the current drivers, I do like all the new uniforms and that epic new helmet. And while most people will likely just buy their favorite team, it looks like Amazon will be offering an ultimate collector pack to include all 10 sets, as well as an exclusive poster. A unique addition is the line of collectible race cars coming out in May for $4 a piece. There are 12 in the line, 10 of which represent the main 10 teams. And while most F1 sets are full of stickers, these are all printed pieces. And while I think these little cars are fun, I'm sad that it takes a spot of a collectible minifigure series. From LEGO Icons, we're getting the Williams Racing FW14B and Nigel Mansell, with 799 pieces retailing for $80. Similar to the previous F1 Icon set, this one recreates the legendary car that gave him victory in 1992. And the build comes together nicely with realistic steering and a removable section to reveal the engine. Plus, there's a display with a quote and an exclusive figure of Nigel. From LEGO Technic, we've got the Ferrari SF24 F1 car with 1,361 pieces retailing for $230. And this set is a 1/8 scale model with realistic functions, including suspension, steering, and an adjustable spoiler. From LEGO City, we've got the F1 truck with RB20 and AMR24 F1 cars for $100. While scaled down, these F1 cars look pretty nice with great prints. And the truck features some nice prints and holds both cars. Next, we've got the F1 Garage and Mercedes-AMG and Alpine cars for $80. This set comes with 2 cars as well as a launcher mechanism to launch them out of the garage, not to mention that the entire garage can be closed up to hold them by the handle. Next, we've got the F1 Pit Stop and Pit Crew with Ferrari car for $30. This set definitely takes me back to the old Ferrari sets from the Racers theme. Next up, we've got the F1 Grid with V-Carb and Sauber race cars for $30, which comes with 2 more of the cars in the starting line. Next, we've got the F1 Williams Racing and Haas F1 race cars for $20, which gives us 2 simpler 4+ cars. And finally, the F1 Driver with McLaren race car for $13, which is a great looking vehicle. Next up, as we said, today kicks off LEGO's Insiders Weekend, and thanks to LEGO and the Ambassador Network, I got my hands on the 2 gifts with purchase. The Retro Record Player is free with $250 purchases. The build looks nice with its clear cover, which can be opened up and propped open for play inside. There's a switch in the lower left-hand corner, and on the right you can unlatch and drop the needle. Plus, you can spin the printed knob or slide this additional slider. And the record can also be spun around thanks to this hidden gear on the back of the build. And the record features some fun prints. The Winter Holiday Train is free with purchases over $170, and the build is made up of 3 festively colored cars. And all the cars are connected by ball joints, which makes it pretty satisfying to roll around. The steam engine was the highlight for me, with a cool build for the cowcatcher and the smoke out the top. The tender and the car are full of gifts, as well as a Christmas tree which can be spun around. And I think both of the builds are pretty fun pickups, but the record player was my favorite. Next, in Bricklink Designer Program news, we got the reveal of the 5 projects that have been selected for crowdfunding for Series 6. First, we've got the Outlaw Forest Den, of course inspired by the classic Wolfpack. The castle designs never disappoint, and this one looks really great with its unique layout and tons of detailed interiors. Next up, we've got the Art Factory, which was a previously rejected LEGO Ideas project, and the building features a unique opening design jam-packed with artistry of all sorts. Next up, we've got Goldmine Expedition, which is sort of like a Western-themed modular building, and I really like all of the different areas that let you play out all sorts of stories. Next up, we've got Sequoia Tree Trail, which is a really unique outdoor vignette with the large sequoia trees, and I feel like this one would fit in quite nicely with the A-frame cabin. Finally, we've got Off-Road Adventure, which is another outdoor vignette with some great designs for the trees as well as a vehicle, and it's actually the sequel to Camping Adventure from Series 3, and crowdfunding for these projects will be on October 6th. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there were 3 more projects at 10,000 supporters on the platform. First, we've got The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which recreates 221B Baker Street. The building looks nice with a dollhouse-style back with tons of interior detail, and I could see this one being a fun set. Next, we've got the Polar Express all aboard for the North Pole. The build does a nice job capturing the look of the iconic train straight out of the animated film. But with previous projects rejected and the Orient Express on shelves, I'm curious about its chances. Finally, we've got Mr. Bean's suitcase based on the iconic character. The suitcase looks nice and holds all sorts of buildable accessories to recreate the various episodes. We have seen other Mr. Bean projects rejected, but as for this one's chances, as always, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, a super fun week in LEGO news with so many 2025 sets getting revealed and more on the way. I can't wait to see the full wave from Star Wars and Marvel, let alone everything coming from Fortnite and Transformers. And I can't wait to bring you along for everything to come. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. and definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one!